My daughter's friend opened up about what was going on at home, but I couldn't save her in time. I was a parent chaperone on my daughter's fourth grade school trip. While I waved goodbye to the kids and returned them to their parents, one girl tapped me on my lower back and said, "I want to stay here with you. No one at home is nice to me." She was moving her hands very nervously, as if she had just revealed some big secret. I acted nonchalant and asked what she meant by that. Her voice turned shaky when she said, "I'm always in trouble, even when I'm good. One time I cleaned the whole house for mommy to surprise her, but she said I'm still in trouble. She kept shouting at me and got mad when she threw stuff at me because I kept moving." I felt myself choke up and sniffle to hold back tears when she said that. I gave her a big hug and told her it wasn't her fault that she was always in trouble. I had to try my very best to stay strong as she gripped onto me super hard. It was almost as if she had never gotten a hug before. By that point, every other child had gone home, so after texting her mom for permission, I told her she was allowed to come home with me. I played DuckTales for her on TV, and instead of sitting down on the couch to enjoy it, she immediately went over to the wall and held a wall sit position. I thought it was so ridiculous that I almost laughed until she said, "Mommy says if I don't do this while I watch TV, then I don't deserve to eat dinner." I hid my anger and reassured her that in my house she was free to do anything she liked. Her face instantly lit up, and when I told her she could look at me as a mom from now on, she gave me a hug that was somehow even tighter than before. The next morning, her mom arrived to pick her up, and when she spoke, her breath smelled like a bar floor. After 2 minutes of meaningless small talk, she apologized for her daughter, then proceeded to make the most disgusting joke I've ever heard. "I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I think about just dropping her off and abandoning her on them long drives, you feel me?" I just stared at her blankly. "Your daughter is one of the best children I've ever met. Any sane mom would be proud of her," I responded. She looked like she had taken a bite out of a lemon, before saying, "You don't know me or my life, so don't come at me like I'm crazy. You hear?" I didn't want her daughter to somehow get punished for this, so I just stayed silent. But my heart dropped when they left my home because I heard her mom say, "You best believe you ain't never seeing that woman again." Luckily, there was another school trip I'd be chaperoning at on Friday, so I figured I'd get to talk to her then. In the meantime, I got my child to keep an eye out for her, but on Monday, she never came into school, and although my gut was telling me something was seriously wrong, I ignored it and thought it'd be okay to wait until Friday. But then Tuesday came, then Wednesday, then Thursday, and she still hadn't come to school. That night I got so worried I couldn't wait anymore, so I called this woman who knew the girl's mom, asking why she hasn't gone to school. I had to swear 100 times not to tell anyone before she explained. On Sunday morning, her mom saw her daughter wasn't home. She drove around to look for her and found her in an abandoned house nearby, unalived from hypothermia. Tears started streaming down my face as I tried to catch my breath. She told me the police had been involved, but back then, no one really cared about kids, so they believed the mother when she told them her kid was known for wandering off and must have just gotten lost in the cold. I couldn't hold back, and by the time the call ended, I was crying so hard I could feel my face throb. I felt like I was losing my mind. I was her last chance, and I had let her down. I'll never know if I could have saved her, but I'll always know I didn't try hard enough.